And he doesn't say, Lord, if you can find the time, if possibly could show me a little bit of help here, that would be a blessing. But he's really looking to God, saying that God is a God who, through his loving kindness, through his concern about David's life and about all those that he loves, that there's not really going to be a problem. He's fully trusting in God in this. And he says, in verse 6, he says, I've called upon thee, and thou wilt hear me. O God, incline thine ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show me thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against thee. Show me your marvelous loving kindness. When you are, we'll just say it this way, when you are loved, when you're protected, and whether, your big brother that's got your back in a schoolyard fight, or whether it's, some situation in life where some area that life or situations or people or things are just bigger than you are, but you know that someone's got your back, and not just anyone and someone you're going to owe a huge debt to, or whatever the case may be, but just simply because they love you. And when someone loves you, you're on their mind a lot, they care about you a lot, and there's that loving kindness. And David is expressing that with God. He's saying, your loving kindness is exactly what is going to protect me and keep me, because you're not distant or far away. But a little bit farther in the language, and the way that he's saying this, in verse 8 he says, keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. Now the apple of the eye is a little bit of a different translation. The original translation was the little man of the eye, the reflection, the pupil, the part that brings the light in. It's also the part that's instinctively protected. If you get behind some car that peels out and dust and gravel's flying everywhere, the first thing you do is you just throw your hand up. You're protecting that part of your eye that is instinctively, I would say, protected. And David's saying the same thing. Instinctively, your protection is there. I'm not going to worry about what's going to go on. You love me, you care about me. Keep me as the apple, as the center of your eye, the part that's the focus, the part that brings the light in. And then he said, hide me under the shadow of your wing. And if you've ever been around nature much, which I happen to really love, I take a walk every day and enjoy, things like this. And sometimes you come across a bird, and the bird will be protecting its nest. It'll have little chicks under its wings. And those little chicks are really vulnerable to everything. They get cold easy. They have no security whatsoever. They're easily damaged or destroyed. And so the mother bird, hen, whatever, will put its wing around them, gives them warmth, security, protection. They feel safe. And there's a world out there that's all stressed out. They're vulnerable. There's no protection. There's no one to turn to. There's no one that has their back, because they haven't found God yet. When you find God and you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you know that God has your back. You know his loving kindness comes through every time. You're the focus of his attention. God cares about you. You're the apple of his eye. You're sheltered under his wing. There's a lot of things out there that's bigger than we are. A lot of circumstances and situations, even that we cause our own self, that's bigger than we are. And it's amazing that through the loving kindness of God, these things are overcome. God brings us through. God takes care of us. Not just here, from here all the way to heaven. He's a wonderful and loving God, and we can trust him. He doesn't let us down. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. We'll come back at you tomorrow with part 4. God bless.